All right, these were the questions that I had you do on your own. Let's go through them fairly quickly here. So y plus 7 equals 10. We need to undo the plus 7, and the way we undo that is by subtracting 7. This becomes 0, so this is just y. And then 10 minus 7 makes 3. And that should make sense because 3 plus 7 equals 10. And that made a true statement. 10 equals 10. Answer checks out. For number 2, I need to undo the minus 5. To undo the minus 5, I'm going to add 5. If I did it to the left, I have to do it to the right. So I have x equals 8. And again, plugging in 8 for x gives me 8 minus 5 equals 3. And that's 3 equals 3. It checks out. It's the right answer because when I plug it in, it makes a true statement. Moving along, I need to undo the minus 11. To undo the minus 11, I add 11. And that becomes 0. And then negative 5 plus 11 makes 6. Which should make sense because when I plug this in, I get 6 minus 11 is negative 5, or negative 5 equals negative 5. Finally, I need to undo the minus 2. So I'm going to add 2 to undo that. I'm going to add 2 to the right because I added it to the, add 2 to the left because I added it to the right. This gives me 8 is equal to t, which again, 8 minus 2 equals 6. So it checks out. And if you have any questions or comments on this, make sure you can leave a comment on the video or talk to your instructor here. Otherwise, let's talk about multiplication and division. So like we said on the first video, multiplication undoes division, and division undoes multiplication. So here, where I have negative 6 times x equals 48, we're looking for this number that x is going to be. Now, if you know your multiplication tables well, you can probably guess that that is negative 8, because negative 6 times negative 8 makes positive 48. However, if we want to learn to solve the equation using using a solving process, we need to undo the times. We need to undo the times negative 6. The way we undo that is by dividing by negative 6. If I did that to the left, I have to also do that to the right. So negative 6 divided by negative 6 becomes 1, which cancels it out, leaving just x. And then 48 divided by negative 6 is negative 8. So that's that number that we said it should be. Again, multiplication undoes division. Division undoes multiplication. And our second example here, we have x divided by 4. So what number, when we divide by 4, makes 5? And again, if you can know your multiplication tables well, we can probably guess that's 20. 20 divided by 4 makes 5. But let's use a solving process. We need to undo the divide by 4. To undo the divide by 4, I need to multiply by 4. If I multiply the left by 4, I have to multiply the right by 4. So the 4's cancel, right? We can cross cancel these, leaving just x. And then 5 times 4 makes 20. And there it is. 20 divided by 4 equals 5. All right, we've got a couple more practice questions for you to do. I'd like you to go back to, I'd like you to do those, and then you can watch the next video in this series. So we'll see you in just a second.